Hey, what's up, world? So I was just doing some cardio and I felt led to give a message, a channel that I received, which is good for me too. I'm like listening to this channel like, yes, that's all of it. That's all the things. So basically, what it was about is how do we get close to God, or do the things that help you feel close to God? And how is it that we know that we're close when we're doing things? And I think that the way that we feel close, or that we know that we're close, is when we feel extreme bliss, happiness, joy, and we're just overflowing with it. Or when we feel such an extreme peace or graciousness that just like floods over us, and it's so extreme. We just feel so calm and so connected and intact. So then I'm like, okay, how do I get to these places? And I was thinking about it because when I was running, I just felt such an extreme calm, peace, and joy like flood through me. And the music was just so on point. And it's like, yes. And it just like in this flow. So then I'm like, well, okay, so how do we get in these moments of connection? For me, the way that I get in these moments of connection is, or when I find that I'm the happiest in these moments of connection, is when I'm not looking to get something out of it. When I'm actually doing something just for the joy of doing it, like doing art because in that moment I feel like it's following my highest joy or my intuition, saying like, do this now. And then I take the action and I do it instead of just thinking about it. And then I just like find such extreme happiness and peace in it. Or, whether it's like with working out, because, I've worked out too before, and it's like not as great because you're just like, I don't know, for me, I was trying to get something out of it and it just wasn't as fulfilling. And I think the same for like work or anything that you do in life, really. And it's cool because, and for me, I have problems with addiction and getting like really into something. I'm like, yes, a little bit of this is so good, so a lot of it's going to be great, when that's not always necessarily the case. So it's interesting because there's just so many different things that we can do. And I constantly have to remind myself, like, there's thousands of things in the world to try and to do. And, you can see what things make you happy and what things are your highest joy. And then, like every day, seek out a couple of these things that, that really come to your soul, that speak to you through your intuition, because our highest self, our spirit, God, if you will, wants us to be happy. God has this deep, endless well of love for us. There's 4 types of love that are described in the Bible and even in other types of scripts, but there's Philia love, which is friendship love. There's Storge love, which is feeling empathy for someone. There's, I can't think of the other love. But then the biggest love of all, which encompasses all of these loves, is agape love. And Spirit or Source has this agape love for us and wants us to be so happy. So when we're focusing on staying connected and really following that divine guidance and then taking the action once we get that divine guidance, that's when we really can truly find ourselves and what makes us happy. Because in this world, I know I do it so much, but compare myself to other people around me, or like judge because someone's in a different place than I am. And that doesn't get me any closer to my happiness, than it just doesn't. So for me, staying connected and figuring out what my plan is and what my connection is what keeps me in my highest bliss, because everyone's different and everyone experiences a different level or place of happiness. And we choose to have these other experiences that aren't pure bliss and aren't pure satisfaction, because really, without the duality and without the paradox in life, we don't truly understand the real happiness, because it's just shallow love, because we don't, we take it for granted. But because we have these heartaches and these beautiful pains to help us realize what we can be, it makes it that much more beautiful. And I probably rambled a little bit, but I hope that somebody got something out of this. I know that I, at the very least, got something out of it, which is all that really matters. So I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Peace out.